What if an animal that disappeared thousands of years ago could walk on Earth again? The world is full of mysteries and wonders. When we imagine ancient animals, we imagine creatures so powerful and enormous that even the world around them looks small. Recreate the ancient animals now. The animals are not same compared more than millions of years. Human only lived 300,000 years, but one incident changed everything. In this video, we are taking about ancient animals, which are died in that incident, or sealed in ice and fossils, and the first resurrection. In 2025, Colossal Biosciences announced 3 wolf pups it described as de-extincted dire wolves. But here's where it gets interesting. They weren't simply cloned from an ancient dire wolf. Scientists used genetic information from ancient dire wolves and edited cells from a living wolf species to introduce selected traits. The resurrection or de-extinction. In this, we are using DNA process by collecting their bones, teeth, frozen tissue, hair, preserved skin, tissue. These, but normally, DNA of an ancient animals are broken into millions of fragments. Think of it like finding millions of pieces of a destroyed book and trying to work out what the original book said. We are not finding the original ancient DNA, but imagining what they look like. By conducting the comparing them, make scientists understand what major difference in them. After resurrecting the DNA, they are comparing with living relative. Like for mammoths, that living relative is the Asian elephant. Gene editing. This is where the really interesting part begins. But scientists can't simply copy an extinct animal from a piece of DNA. Instead, they can look for the genetic differences between the extinct animal and its closest living relative. Appear side by side, and this is where CRISPR comes in. CRISPR is a guide directs the editing machinery to a specific location in the DNA, and where the DNA can be changed. So instead of creating a mammoth from scratch, researchers are investigating whether they can modify cells from its living relative to carry important mammoth-like genetic traits. But changing a cell is one thing. Turning that cell into a healthy living animal is an entirely different challenge. Now comes the hardest part, creating an embryo. Scientists would take the carefully edited genetic material and place it into an egg cell, using reproductive technology to begin embryo development. If everything works, that single cell starts dividing and eventually becomes an embryo. But here's the problem. Getting an embryo is only the beginning. Can it actually develop into a healthy animal? But now comes the interesting part. How do they turn these edited cells into an actual animal? The edited cell is placed into an egg, and then the real test begins. An embryo is formed. And this tiny embryo could be the first step toward bringing an extinct animal back. But will it actually survive and become a healthy animal? And that's how scientists are trying to bring extinct animals back, not by finding a time machine, but by using DNA, gene editing, and living relatives. But so far, we haven't brought a woolly mammoth back to life. The real question is, how close are we? And what would happen if we actually succeeded?